This was the point in the movie when the live monsters would break loose, as Ray's long-suffering producer, George Morgan, recalls.
These monsters come out on the stage and the light comes on them, and they come down the audience. A lot of screaming. We had a girl in the front row, a plant, and they got her and dragged her back up on the stage and screaming. And it sold a lot of tickets.
George had first agreed to finance and produce Ray's movies because he nurtured a secret ambition.
As a kid in the Midwest, you know, everybody, I guess, dreams about being in the movies. And I'd had that all these years. So before we started production, I told Ray, I said, you know, I expect a little part in this. So that's how that came about. I played the part of a drunk without a drink, and in the opening of the picture, and it turned out all right. And because of that, then I was given parts in other pictures.
Take him and make him like my other little pets.
As I look at it, I'm no great actor or anything like that, but I sure enjoyed my work.
George finally made it as a big-time Hollywood producer. Well, at least that's what Ray cast him as in their next movie, The Thrill Killers.
Hey, you forgot my breakfast this morning.
Not exactly.
You remember Mr. Morgan?
Oh, hello, Liz.
Mr. Morgan, this is Liz's cousin, Linda.
Hi.
I'm very happy to know you, Linda.
George is a producer, and he's looking for a location for his next film. Since Liz was up here, I thought I'd bring him up and show him your diner.
Ah, this is the greatest. Just what I've been looking for, Joe. Beautiful.
I mean, he was a very nice man. He didn't interfere much with anything that I did. I don't think he ever understood what I was doing, and, you know, today he's still amazed that people like the movies. And I tried to thoroughly convince him just the other day, the reason that people like them more today is more people are... They've seen them today. They're exposed to them. Where in those days, we didn't get the exposure like home video will do today in television. Had more people seen our movies earlier, it might have changed the whole course of our careers. I mean, that's what it's all about, you know. Fame is the name of the game.
Thrill Killers, starring Cash Flagg as Mad Dog Click, kill crazy psychopathic maniac who would do anything for a kick.
How did you discover Cash?
Every time I turned around on the set, Cash was there. I mean, it was kind of strange, you know. No matter where I went, there was old Cash Flagg.
He hasn't worked with many other people, has he, Ray?
No, nobody can put up with him. I mean, you've seen the Cash Flagg movies. Would you mess around with this guy?
Oh, no. No way.
Yeah, he's, you know... He
horrible, beady little eyes.
I know, they're just like, just awful. Like,
piercing.
Semi-Oriental, maybe. I don't know.
Hi, can I give you a lift? Go! Don't! Go! Go! Don't!
Cash, what was Ray like to work for as a director?
Who?
Ray, Dennis Steckler. I believe you worked with him on many of his films.
That's the only person I ever worked for. I won't work for anybody else.
Why's that?
I don't trust them. Hollywood people, producers, they don't pay. You know that, don't you? You're an actor. Do you get paid?
Sometimes.
Am I getting paid for this?
If you think that one Cash Flagg is hard to take, you wouldn't have liked the gimmick Steckler used to sell the movie. Drive-in audiences were terrorized by cinema staff wearing Cash Flagg masks and wielding rubber axes.
This poor guy came running up to my car, knocked on my window wearing a Cash Flagg mask, and saw me, and I thought he was going to die. I mean, I just thought poor guy was going to die. He just says, I don't believe it, you know. So I had to go actually out into the concession afterwards and sign some autographs, about 7 or 8 at least, I think, you know. But it was a good crowd, and it was a good gimmick because it was kind of expensive to go across the country, and we found that you could have a Cash Flagg in every city in America if you really wanted one.
There's a rumor in Hollywood that, in
What
fact...
rumor?
That, in fact, you and Ray are one and the same person.
No. No, he's more like that guy in the Lemon Grove Kids, you know, the funny one with the baseball hat, the big nose.
Gopher.
Gopher.
Here's Gopher in action in The Lemon Grove Kids, a series of short films which follow the adventures of a gang of misfits. Like many of Steckler's pictures, they have the look and feel of an accomplished home movie, held by the fact that they were shot in his backyard and feature his family and friends.
If you work with me or in any capacity, you have to be prepared to be in the movies, whether you want to or not. I think all my movies are home movies. That's what people say. They say, you know, because I make most of them at home, wherever I live. All the places I've lived through the years are in all my films, right from the very beginning. Some of them don't exist anymore, but they're there. All my old cars, all my old wardrobe.
And perhaps even his old spaceships. You can't fault him for his imagination. They seem like slightly bigger home movies. Is that how they were made?
Pretty much so. When you're working on the incredibly small, limited budgets that we did, they were just about that. And you will see the repertory company of Ray Dennis Steckler in these films.
So who formed the company?
It was all the gang that hung out around with us. And it was Ray's magnetism that drew them to him.
Out of all of Ray Dennis Steckler's bizarre movies, this is my personal favourite. Starring Ron Haydock as singing idol Lonnie Lord and Ray's ex-wife Carolyn as his girlfriend C.B. Beaumont, it's the world's first rock and roll thriller.
You is a rat face, you is a rat face. If I had a nickel for every time you've let me down, you know beyond the shadow of a doubt, I'd be the wealthiest man in town. I've got my name for you because it's what you is. You is a rat face, you is a rat face.
Now let's talk about Ratfinker Boo Boo, because it's actually called Ratfink and Boo Boo, but on the film itself it says Ratfink A Boo Boo. Now why is that?
Well, that's because we had a budget of about $4,000 or $5,000 when we were making the movie, and that came in pieces. And when we did the titles, when the movie was over, the artist misspelled. Instead of Ratfink and Boo Boo, he wrote Ratfink A Boo Boo, and I just didn't have another $30 to change it, so that's it, forever. It stays. People like it, Ratfinka Boo Boo. I mean, everywhere you go, people say Ratfinka Boo Boo, you know.
The film starts as a tense thriller, with CB being terrorized and then kidnapped by a mysterious gang.
Hello.
C.B. Beaumont. Who are you? What do you want with me?
Look out the door, C.B. Beaumont. Look out the door.
Who can save her? Stay tuned for the answer in part 2. Welcome back. The story of Ratfinker Boo Boo so far. Lonnie Lord's girlfriend, C.B. Beaumont, has been kidnapped by the ruthless chain gang. And the question is, who can save her and how?
We've got ourselves a little problem.
What are we going to do, Lonnie? They've got CB and you can't get the money by tonight. What are we going to do?
Titus, there's only one thing we can do.
When you were making the movie, it looks as though there were two films just joined together in the middle. What actually happened?
Well, you mean because it's neither fish nor fowl? I mean, in the first half we have stark realism and suspense, and the second half we have a lot of fun. I got bored with the movie when we were making it, so I just decided to change it. And that's the truth. I just got bored the way we were doing it. I said, we're not getting anywhere with this picture. Let's do something that people will remember.
This is a job for you know and who. Tonto.
Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry.
I know, lose a few pounds, Titus.
I was just